Hello, Oakhurst. We are here live at the 20th Anniversary Benevolent Care Fund Gala right here in John Erickson Hall. We are just minutes away from the doors opening. Residents are going to be flooding the dance floor. The tables are going to be filled. Food is going to be out. And we're going to be making our rounds talking to a bunch of residents, a bunch of staff members, and maybe even people dancing on the dance floor. So you definitely want to stay tuned for all that's to come from the gala. And if you weren't able to make it, we're going to be bringing everything right to your TV so you don't even have to move.
On the red carpet, here with Miss Lejadro. Nancy, what do you think? First impressions?
Fantastic.
Fantastic from her is a big deal, folks. Well, listen, have a great time. Enjoy the fun.
Oh, I am. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. Miss Anna DeBellis, also a member of our planning committee. Anna, first impressions, what do you think?
Beautiful. Looks gorgeous.
Beautiful. We got that big band ready to play.
Fantastic. I heard them in the hall.
All right, well, enjoy your night. Mr. Jim Wetzel's in the house. Jim, first impressions, what do you think?
First impression is that it's a wonderful spot, and we're looking forward to a great evening.
Have you been to many galas?
This is my first one after living here 20 years.
First one after 20 years. You know, we've sold more resident tickets tonight than ever before.
Wonderful. It goes to a good cause, too, doesn't it?
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, enjoy your first, and we'll see you back here next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ron's sporting a classic black suit with a red tie, looking sharp tonight, matching his good friend Miss Rigney. Ron, first impressions.
Beautiful. Boy, it really looks great. You guys went through a lot of trouble. It looks great.
Damian Fletcher, otherwise known as Fletch. Here he is. Damian, first gala?
First gala.
First impressions?
Beautiful, man. Wow, I'm impressed.
All right. That's a stamp of approval from Damian. Thanks for being here. How are you doing tonight, ma'am?
Fine.
Is this your first gala?
Yes, it is.
What's your first impressions?
I think the decorations were gorgeous, and I know the band. I danced to them 40 years ago.
Wow, we made a good choice on the band.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I see.
How is the evening going for you so far?
Well, the evening's going very well. Very well. We just finished with hors d'oeuvres, and we were sneaking our way over to dinner.
Now, what are you looking forward to for eating tonight for dinner?
Whatever that's out there. The roast beef in particular. Yeah.
I was over there earlier, and I think that looked the best to me. I saw the guy cutting it. I said, man, this looks great.
It's going by. You could tell that was very good. So
We're looking forward to the chocolate treat.
You can smell it. Everybody can already smell it now.
fountain, a double chocolate fountain. You can't go wrong.
So since moving into Oakhurst, what would you say your favorite memory, your favorite moment has been so far?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Put you on the spot there. I did.
Well, I think my favorite one was the softball tournament. And you saw it this year.
That was a good time.
The last couple of years, we've been fortunate to win. And it's always been a good one. There's always something in that game that you remember.
Thank you both for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of your night. The tables are filled, all the residents are eating, the staff members are eating, even their family members. Everybody is enjoying the food provided by Oakhurst here today. So we're going to go back up to the casino and see who's playing on the tables. I know you were telling me a little bit that you kind of learned right before this started.
We learned about 35 minutes before this all started. We did it last year, so we're not as bad. I'm Vanna, so I get to be the one that gives out the chips. We turn the wheel. My husband is the one who does all the hard stuff.
Exactly. We'll leave you with the easy stuff and let him do the hard work.
People being wonderful. Everybody's having a great time. Nobody cares. It's play money, so it's.
Now, is this your first gala that you've been to, or have you been to?
It's my third.
What's your favorite part about the night?
This is it right here, and playing and being with the residents, and then we go downstairs afterwards and we get a little chance to dance and have a good time. But it's being with the residents and just seeing a lot of people having a good time. That you see dressed up and elegant, and sometimes you take a double take because you're thinking, oh, that's Miss So-and-so or that's Mr. So-and-so, and they do the same thing with us. So it's really fun.
It's a fun time. I agree. So now I'm not going to say who maybe forced me into doing this, but we are here with Pixelated Photo Booth, and you guys are just kind of really taking pictures of the residents, of staff, all throughout the night.
Yeah, we are. So basically the photo booth is open air, and it takes 3 photos, and then it prints out almost instantly, so you can take it home, which is fun.
Very cool. All right, well, I'm going to pick up these glasses. All right, now we're going to go get my picture taken. All right, so I just stand right here. Okay. Okay. All right. Upstairs, there's a lot of food. The casino tables are up here. I can watch you out of the corner of my eye, seeing if you're winning or not. But now we are joined by a very special staff member here. Lori Bender, you've been here since Oakcrest has opened.
Almost. I came 6 months after we opened, and yesterday was my 20th anniversary.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations. That's awesome. So I know you've been here for a very, very long time. I know there are probably so many memories, special moments that have happened. If you had to pick one out of all the years, what would you say it would be?
That requires some thought. But I would have to say one that sticks out right away is all the Oakcrest plays. Because Tom Foster got me out on that stage, and just like the friendships that were formed with those plays with the residents and staff, I will never forget that. I was just putting some of the old VHS tapes onto digital format. So watching some of the old plays, and just like my heart tugged my heart with all the memories.
What can I say? Or downtown shopping at a matinee, or singing in the choir.
This is for Benevolent Care, so kind of talk a little bit about what that means to you, what that means for the residents here at Oakcrest, and also, their families as well.
Right, so if you can imagine that all of us here, we work and raise kids and, end up being privileged to move into a retirement community. And think about that, and think about maybe your loved one that you've been with for 30, 40, 50 years, and something happens and they get sick, and they have to go to the care center. And then maybe that spouse passes away, and then you're alone, and then something happens with you health-wise, and your adult children are trying to help you, and then it's so expensive, the money just goes. And think about being around a round table talking about what's going to happen. And for me to sit there and to say, we have the Benevolent Care Fund, and I can give peace of mind, it kind of transcends all understanding. And the family and adult children are so thankful. And I can say nothing is going to change. Your life will never exactly be the same today as it is tomorrow, and we're going to take care of you. And for me to say that with complete transparency and knowing that we have events like this to raise the dollars to help families and individuals means a lot. So we really appreciate the residents, of course. The Treasure Chest has done a wonderful job. also all the vendors that are here tonight that have given dollars, and also our staff. So it's a cumulative effort of all three coming together in Oakcrest, our community, to do that.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel like spring is sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual the moment that you speak.
Yeah, so this is my wife, Jenny, of 27 years, and we're having a good time.
Now, Jenny, is this your first gala? Have you been here before? A lot of galas in your past?
A lot of galas in the past. I think this is probably my 30th. Not
No,
here.
not that many.
Not
She's
here.
been to a
It's
few.
been a lot.
But Oakcrest are the best, right?
They are the absolute
There you
best.
go.
Couldn't be better.
That's right. Yeah, we're having fun.
Now, what's your favorite moment? I know you've been with Erickson for a while. We're trying to see a lot of residents' favorite moments over the past, 20 years. If you had to pick one top moment, putting you on the spot, what would your favorite kind of memory be?
Yeah, you know what, Lauren? I mean, of tonight, I can tell you right now, John and Nancy Erickson are here. And it was really neat because we have the pictures that start from literally a pile of dirt to the buildings coming up out of the ground, and then the resident life. And just to watch John and Nancy look at those pictures and the smiles on their face, and they were reminiscing, saying, oh, there's, so-and-so. And it was just that easily, for me, tonight has been the best moment.
Oh, you can dance every dance with a guy who holds. I let him hold you tight. Or you can smile every smile with a man who held your hand. Pale moonlight, but don't forget who's taking you home, or in whose arms you're gonna be. Darling, save the last dance for me.
And now we are joined by someone very, very special to Oakcrest, John Erickson. Thank you so much for being here, Ned. Are you enjoying yourself?
We're having a great time. This is an amazing evening. When you think 20 years of doing this, it's just exciting.
And I was going to say, how does that kind of feel to see, Oakcrest 20 years later? Here it is, packed with residents. You have residents that still are trying to get in here. They've been trying to get in for maybe many years. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really good when you think that 20 years after you started this, it's as vibrant as it was the first day you opened the doors, maybe more so even. And the residents are excited. And the one thing that I really am amazed at is the gratitude of the residents. They're like, thank you for making this place for me. And they come up to me and they say, 19 years, 14 years, 13 years, 10 years, 6 months. But no matter how long they've been here, they're grateful.
I think that's something that's so kind of special and unique to Oakcrest, that these residents feel that, this is their home, we're their family, and, that has to feel great for you hearing that from them.
It does. It's very inspiring, and makes me feel good about what I've done, what Nancy and I have spent our life doing.
Now, I know this is probably a very difficult question to ask you, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Out of all your years with Erickson, what is your top favorite moment? We can do top favorite moment at Oakcrest and then outside of Oakcrest.
That's hard to say. When you think about top favorite moments, you've had so many lives that you've been involved in, and they're each so unique and so special. It's hard to single out one and say that life in that moment was more than the next. But what I've enjoyed is that the aggregate of all those lives and all the people and all the stories, and I've heard a bunch of them tonight of people that moved here, where they came from. A lady came from Ethiopia. She's been here in 10 years. Her kids are there. And I just love the stories. So that's what excites me.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming here, celebrating 20 years with us. And, you started it all, so it's great to have you back, and I'm sure the residents appreciate seeing you, and they're just so happy.
And what I appreciate is seeing a piece of work that we started 20 years ago look this good and make this big of a difference. And so I just say to everybody, keep up the great work.
Just one more dance for me. Please won't you save just one dance for me. For me.
20 years of doing galas, and we sold more tickets this year than in the history of all of our galas. And that is just a statement to the residents People like Jim Wetzel, been here forever, came for the first time tonight, and that's just terrific. So we thank those folks who haven't been here and said, hey, this is the year I'm going to be there. So great night.
So what does benevolent care mean to you? I mean, I know it means so much to the residents here, their families, even to the staff members. You know, tell us what it means to you.
I always tell people when I took this job, this is why I took it. I was so impressed at the fact that the company did this. And yes, there's other places that do it, which I've come to learn. But for me, this has just been a passion. I mean, these residents have worked their whole life to have this kind of life. And for something unexpected to happen for them and for us to be there in their time of need is a real gift. And so it makes you feel good being a part of it. And it's humbling to see how supportive they are of the cause. And so just a great night. Great night.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot. I know you've done a lot of galas. You've been a lot of other places in Oakcrest. What was your favorite part of the night?
You know, I love the band. I think the band was such a neat touch. And I have to say, in the hall, there's a wall hanging that Chuck Ryan in our maintenance department, Jeff Hohenberger, Chuck Davis, and Bob Wilhelm helped put together. It's got 2 big X's. And I guess what I love about it is that it says we're honoring the past, celebrating the present, and embracing the future. And at a time when this community is celebrating a long history, we're also staring into the future with a long-range plan. I think that wall hanging just summed up what this is all about.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, thank you again for, kind of putting all this together tonight. I know the residents enjoyed it, and, this is it. This is the 20th anniversary gala. We were here. We got a lot of footage for you all, so hopefully maybe you'll even see yourself dancing out there. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.